Hi Troopers, today we're going to do a throwback to one of our Spock videos, Funny Spock Quotes. Then after the video, we're going to be joined by David Lautman and Steve Saunders, who are two of the actors in the sketch, and we're going to talk about the behind the scenes of making the video. Now before we start the video, I want you guys to know that we know Spock does not have a beard in any of the TV shows or movies, but we couldn't make David shave because he needed the beard for a part. So that's why he has a beard in the sketch. And also, this sketch is not for children, so if you're under the age of 13, turn it off right now. All right, watch the video and we'll be right back with interviews from the cast members.
What's with the stupid beard, Spock? Are you going through some kind of Vulcan puberty?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
Congratulations on finally becoming a man.
Thank you.
How often do Vulcans mate?
Every 7 years.
So when's the last time you...
6.99 years ago.
Sounds like you're due.
That is a correct assessment.
And that, Spock, is how human babies are made.
Fascinating. Why did you refer to me as a mute donkey?
I called you a dumbass.
I do not understand the contextual use of this metaphor.
Okay.
Don't take it personally, Spock. Sometimes women say things they don't mean.
That is not logical.
Tell me about it.
Hey, Spock. What do you think of these?
Most impressive.
Were you checking her out?
I have no comment on that matter.
Well, maybe I'll sleep with Captain Kirk.
That would be unwise.
Captain Kirk.
Are you and Uhura?
A Vulcan does not kiss and tell.
I didn't know a green-blooded hobgoblin kissed.
Yes, in fact, an analysis of Vulcan mating rituals reveals
Spare me
that...
the Vulcan details.
Maybe you should sleep around. What's the worst that could happen?
There's an old Vulcan proverb. Do not deceive a woman, for fear she will remove your phallus while you sleep.
Ouch!
Precisely.
You mean you've applied the Vulcan nerve pinch to hundreds of women and haven't received anything in return?
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one.
Perhaps you should give it a try, Spock. Intimacy can provide health benefits to both parties.
On this matter, I will gladly defer to your medical expertise.
Spock, it's so big.
It is above average by Vulcan standards.
What would you like me to do?
I would like you to perform admirably.
Talk dirty to me.
Brace yourself. The area of penetration will no doubt be sensitive.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Spock.
Fascinating.
And there you have it. That was our Funny Spock Quotes video. We're being joined now by David Lautman, the actor who played Spock, and Steve Saunders, the actor who played Captain Kirk. David, let's start with you because I think this sketch was your idea because you really wanted to play Spock because you're a huge fan of the TV show. Am I correct?
Yeah, I grew up watching Leonard Nimoy, and man, it's just one of those great shows.
And I think you did a good job imitating him, doing an impression of him.
Well, I gotta say, the costume was a little funky. So at Spoof Troupe, we don't necessarily have, a full budget to do full costumes, effects, and everything, and we kind of lean into that. And on this one, part of the challenge was to keep my ears on. I think these ears were actually from an elf's ear costume. Not only did they not fit, but they were super, they would scratch my ears and they would just fall off. So that was fun. And the hairpiece, that was actually something from another sketch we did called Dumb and Dumber 2, which is a Swedish trailer that we did. And yeah, the funny thing is it kind of works for both sketches. And also the Starfleet Command, we didn't have the money to make a Starfleet Command badge, so that was made out of paper and just a little bit of a Sharpie and you're good.
And there were other characters in the sketch too. Juan Perez played Bones. Noel Gibson played Uhura. And also Steve Saunders, you were in the sketch, you played Captain Kirk.
Yeah,
so
that's me.
Tell me what was your take on Captain Kirk in this sketch?
So I did not grow up watching Captain Kirk, but I did see William Shatner in a performance of Oedipus Rex. And I kind of based my performance of Kirk on that, as well as the kind of over-the-top movement. And speaking of William Shatner, that everyone's come to know and love.
And definitely using the pauses inappropriately so that it ruins the delivery of the line. Were you doing that on purpose, I assume?
I certainly was.
Now, in writing this sketch, we took some lines from the real movies and TV show. And what we did is we repurposed them in a way that was not the use of the context of the use that they were used. So the storyline that we came up with when we were writing this sketch is that we made everything like a sexual connotation between Uhura and Spock, because in the J.J. Abrams movies, Uhura and Spock have like a love interest. I think we had some clever lines in there, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What's your take on the jokes in this sketch?
I thought it was Vulcan hilarious.
That was Vulcan, my favorite line.
The jokes that I thought were the funniest, just my personal opinion, is the lines that Spock says, which are real lines that he says in the movies and TV shows. But we had you, David, say them after lines that other people say that are not what the context of the TV show is. So like...
Yeah, he would never say it in that situation.
And that, Spock, is how human babies are made.
Fascinating.
To me, that's what's funny about this sketch. But I don't know, that's just my sense of humor. Maybe that's not for everybody. But I also liked, David, there's a scene with you and Captain Kirk where you were scanning Captain Kirk. And I thought that was a funny visual. Was that your idea, or whose idea was that?
I don't recall, but I think what the joke was that like this human is malfunctioning, or he's not. There's something wrong with him. So let me see if I can figure out on this sensor what's going on. Yeah.
Steve, what stood out to you in this sketch?
Like you said earlier, taking lines that he actually said and putting it in a context that's different from what it was in a very funny way. As you said earlier, it's not really for kids, but at the same time, like if a kid hears it or watches it, they're not going to be...
They might not know what it means.
Yeah, they're not going to know what it means. It's going to go completely over their head. It's really not for kids because it'd be boring for kids.
I forgot about this scene, David, and so we were just watching it right now. The scene when you give her the Vulcan nerve pinch and she goes down for the count.
Right.
I thought that was a funny visual.
And part of it is because he would never do that in that situation. You know something interesting that I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Leonard Nimoy is the one that created the...
Isn't that like a Hebrew thing or something?
Yeah. So he actually got it from like the Kohanim in synagogue, like when they're actually blessing the entire synagogue. So that's where he got that from.
I also saw a behind the scenes documentary with Leonard Nimoy, and he actually came up with he mostly came up with the idea of the Vulcan nerve pinch, because in the episode of the TV show he was supposed to actually fight the guy. And he said to the director or the stuntman or somebody, he was like, I don't think Spock would actually fight this person in like a big hand-to-hand combat. I think he would just use like a simple like nerve pinch and just like knock him out. So that's how they came up with the nerve pinch, and it just worked in that episode, and they just kept it from then on. That's became his thing.
He had great ideas. The Vulcan salute, the Vulcan nerve pinch. I mean, he was doing his job. That's for sure.
All right, guys, thanks for checking out this video. We hope you enjoyed this chat. Thank you, David. Thank you, Steve, for joining us today. And if you want to see more Star Trek videos or Star Wars videos, check the links in the description of this video. All right, thanks for watching.
Ciao.
Later.
Sayonara.
Shlangafol.
Adios.
What?
Oh, adios.
That was like if Schwarzenegger was trying to speak Spanish. Adios.
Adios. Get into my helicopter. That's really bad. I gotta work on my Schwarzenegger.
Get into my helicopter.
We hope that this video made you laugh. If so, please help us spread the laughter by sharing it with your friends or tagging them in the comments below. And if you'd like to see future videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Spoof Troupe. Thanks for watching.